Jagex finally updated the Mage Training Arena, so today's video is going to be a quick guide on how to get through the Mage Training Arena. For requirements, the magic level does vary, and that's basically the only requirement that you need. However, I recommend doing this in the 50s or 60s because that's when you have the base good spells. For example, High Alch, and you have other higher enchanting abilities, but you can technically do the enchanting room at level 7, and you can do Bones to Bananas. You can also do the Telekinetic room at level 33, so it really just depends. In the enchanting room and the alchemy room, the higher level spell you use, the more points you get, so just keep that in mind when you're wanting to grind this out. I would wait a little bit longer and not do this at the super early levels, and more of like 50s, 60s, maybe even higher if you want more points. So the Mage Training Arena is pretty easy to get to. It's just north of Alcarid, basically north of the PvP arena. So you can get there by a dueling ring, or you can run to the east and pay to go through the gate in Lumbridge, or you can run north and then east so you can, save that 10 coins, but I don't know why you would. Or they also created in the grouping activity a Mage Training Arena teleport, so you can use that as well. So we're currently on the main floor of the Mage Training Arena, but if you go to the left here and go up the stairs, you'll see that there's a rewards guardian and a bank chest. So there didn't used to be a bank chest here, now there is, so you can gear up. So right click and trade with the rewards guardian, and it will open up the Mage Training Arena shop. And in the shop, it's going to show you everything that you can get, and it has a bunch of runes here, which I don't recommend getting unless you don't have the rune crafting level to create a rune for a quest or something. I think a few quests require like a lava rune or a smoke rune or something like that. So if you need something weird, that's totally fine. I guess you can waste your points on that to progress your account. At the bottom here, you will see a cost to buy this item. It will list the 4 runes and tell you how many points you have on the left, as well as how many points you need on the right in order to buy an item. So for example, Bones to Peaches, we need 2,000 telekinetic points, and we only have 2. And it's just like that for every single one of the rooms. Now, the main reason you're probably here is for the Master Wand or Bones to Peaches. Bones to Peaches should be the very first thing that you get out of this shop by far. It's going to really speed up the graveyard room, and that's also going to save you a lot of time in the long run because you're probably going to have to go get the Master Wand as well. It's also a useful item for God. The other item that you're mainly looking for is the Master Wand, and the Master Wand, you have to buy the Beginner Wand with all these points, and then the Apprentice Wand after that. If you'll see, it requires the Beginner Wand and all of these points. Your Teacher Wand, which will require the Apprentice Wand and all of these points, and then you can finally buy your Master Wand, and you have to turn in your Teaching Wand. But the Master Wand is pretty cool because it allows you to turn it into a Kodai after you get that drop from Chambers, and you can also auto cast Ancients, which is also massive. It also gives really good magic bonuses as well. The other items here is full infinity robes, and that gives you 55 magic, defense, and attack, which is pretty massive when you're wearing the whole set. The other item is a Mage's Book, which is a offhand book, and it gives you plus 15 magic attack and defense. So overall, a lot of pretty solid items here, but Mage Training Arena in general kind of sucks, which is why I'm making this guide, to make it less suck. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you all the rooms. I do also want to call out that the maximum points you can have per room, because they do cap that. For Telekinetic and the Creature Graveyard, the max points you can have total overall is 8,000. And for the Enchanting Chamber, the max points you can have is 32,000. For the Alchemists Playground, the max you can have is 16,000. So keep that in mind, and again, you can see your points at the top right of the screen. Before we get into the actual rooms, I do want to say that there is a Mage Training Arena plugin on RuneLite that I highly recommend using. It's on by default, I believe, but if you don't have it, make sure to download it or turn it on if you have it off for some reason. But it really helps all of these rooms go way smoother. Highly recommend if you're on RuneLite. If you're not, just download RuneLite, or don't do this on mobile. I would not do this on mobile, but you guys do you. To start off, we're going to do the alchemy room, and that room just requires a fire staff or a bunch of fire runes and a bunch of nature runes. So that's basically all you need for that. When you come into the Mage Training Arena, if you just go north, you will see this room right away, and we're just going to go to the north teleporter, which is the Alchemist Teleport. And from here, you're going to run north, and you'll see this room. There are 6 cupboards cupboards, they are already open, which is a nice quality of life update. As you can see, there's not going to be an arrow for those of you guys that don't have Runelight. If you do have Runelight, there's going to be an arrow and tell you exactly what you're looking for. At the top right, there's an alchemy menu here. It tells you the amount of pizzazz points that you have in this room. It also tells you what all of these items are worth. There's 6 different cupboards and only one of them is going to be empty now thanks to the update, and the high alch values are on the right hand side. For every 100 coins, you're going to get 1 pizzazz point. So keep that in mind. So you're always going to be going for the items with the 30 GP value if you can find them. If not, go with the 15 one, and I wouldn't even bother with any of the other ones. So that's kind of your goal that you're looking for right now. You want to match up what's in the cupboards with what's at the top right. The Runelight plugin is not updated yet for any of these. So it used to be 42 seconds that they changed. Now it's only a minute. So they made things nicer. The other thing I want to call out is that you can right click on these cupboards and you can take 5. So when you find the right one, you might want to do that once or twice and you'll be pretty good to go for the entire minute, depending. You can also only have 12k coins at a time. So when you get 12k coins, you're going to run up here north and there's a coin collector. You just run and deposit. You're going to get a bunch of magic XP. Or if you leave the room, also they'll automatically get deposited and you will get that magic XP. So we're going to go ahead and wait for this to go on the next cycle and I can show you guys how to do it. The other thing I did want to call out is the pictures on the wiki are no longer accurate because they took out the different cupboards. So if you want to know where all the cupboards are, they may end up on the wiki of all the different layouts that are possible. So keep that in mind. You can take a look. But honestly, if you have the Runelight plugin, it's super easy. It does it for you. And it looks like things changed. Whenever the room changes, this Alchemy Guardian will tell you. So luckily we got it right on the first try. We are looking for adamant helms. So they are 30. So we're going to go ahead and take 5. And then all you got to do is just high alch everything. You'll see we get 30 coins. And then after this minute's up, they're going to switch to something else and we will go from there. The other thing in this room that I want to call out is that if for some reason, let's say you get this shield here and the shield is only worth 1. With the new update they added, right now I have a chance to get 2 points because it's 1 point for 100 GP. However, if you have any coins above that, it gives you that percentage to get another point. So for example, I have 151 coins right now. That means I have a 51% chance to get an extra point to get me to 2 points. So again, we're going to go ahead and go through this room and I'm going to show you why you want Runelight. There was nothing in there. So then I would just go to the next one. And then again, Runelight tells you exactly where everything is. So then you just go ahead, take 5 again, and then you can just go from there. A small tip is if you have extra items, like I have the helms, just leave them there in case they ever switch back to the adamant helms again. And then you already have some in your inventory. So while you're running around, you can then go click on those and figure out what you're looking for. So now we're looking for leather boots. So let's see if we can find some leather boots in here. Again, the Runelight plugin is a little struggle bus right now, but that'll probably be fixed by the time you see this video or a little later in the future if you're watching this after the first day this video comes out. Runelight devs are pretty quick about that. So that is all there is to the alchemy room. It's really easy once you kind of get a flow and get the hang of it. You get some decent magic XP as well. So I have 371 coins, so I should get 3 points and I have a 71% chance to get 4 points. We're at 6 points right now. We're going to go ahead and turn that in. And we did get 4 points and 742 magic XP. Again, you're just going to go ahead and spam those out and you'll be good to go. More of the story, find the items you're looking for based on what is in this menu in the top right and just high alch. That's all there is to it. Again, whenever they're about to change, this Alchemy Guardian will say, hey, things are about to change, look out. The room we have up next is the Creature Graveyard Room. The max points you can get is 8,000 and the runes needed are Earth, Water, and Nature runes. You can also just use a Mud Staff and Nature runes. That'll also work, so I highly recommend it. That's what I'm using. And that is for both Bones to Bananas, which is what you'll start out with, and then later on you'll get Bones to Peaches. So Jagex has changed this room up a little bit. You used to take damage all the time in this room, regardless of whether you get hit from bones, but there are falling bones from the ceiling, and if you stand under them, you're going to take a little bit of damage. Peaches count as double fruit when deposited. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to take bones, turn them into peaches or bananas, and then you're going to deposit deposit them, and it has literally the entire room. You get 5 XP per banana and 10 XP per peach whenever they are deposited. And bonus runes are given as soon as you leave the mini game. So they used to go in your inventory, but they no longer do that, and they just go into your inventory after you leave the room. Now there's a couple different strategies here. Since you are taking damage, you could line your inventory up with prayer potions if you want, and turn on redemption. Basically what this does is anytime your health falls below 10%, you'll gain extra health. So that's something that you can do, or you can bring higher tier food and you could do it that way. If you have peaches, you could heal yourself off of some of the bones that you have because they heal 8. I don't recommend doing that for bananas because they only heal 2 and it takes forever. It takes like a whole inventory. You can also just run back and forth to the bank and grab more food if you want. If you have a hit point cape, I also recommend wearing that because the hit point cape actually doubles your regen, so you get 2 HP every single minute, which is kind of nice. So there's a different couple ways that you could go about doing this if you want to. All right, so we are going to go ahead and enter the graveyard teleport. It is the one on the right hand side. So once you are here, you're going to want to find the pile right here next to the chute. The chutes are right here, piles right here. So the strategy that you want to do, if your pile looks like this brown pile, you'll notice on the right hand side in my inventory there's a picture of a bone with a number next to it. This bone's worth 1 fruit, this one's 2, 3, and 4. Those are the number of fruits you get in your inventory. So the strategy is, if the pile looks like this and you're getting 1 point, what you want to do is take 4 out, and then you want to drop them on the ground, and then you want to grab the next 8 bones because this will give you 20. And then you're going to want to do bones to peaches or bones to bananas, and then you're going to want to run over here and you want to deposit the fruit, and it'll say congratulations, you've been awarded with 2 runes and extra magic XP. Now you're going to want to go and do the same thing, grab 8 more, and that'll get you to 20 bones. So go ahead and do your bones to peaches or bones to bananas and then deposit, and that is all there is to it. Now that is the strategy that the wiki says to use, and other guides I've seen have said to use. Personally, what I do when I come in this room is I just spam click, and if you have Rune Knight on the top left, it'll tell you exactly how many you have. So I just go spam click till I have 24 like I do now. I'm going to go ahead, boom, bones to peaches, and I'm going to deposit. Now I'm just going to keep doing that over and over and over and over. Again, there's a strategy involved for those of you that are on mobile or other things to do the strategy that I started the video out with, but that's just what I do. The other thing I want to call out is if you do have bones to peaches, they heal 8, so instead of wasting your prayer, you can go ahead and just use the peaches. But again, you can either just run up to the bank and grab food, and instead of these prayer pots, just use food, or go to the nurses, or literally however you want to do this, you can do it. You just got to find what works for you, to be honest. So at the top right, you can see how many points you have. I'm going to go ahead and leave. And when you leave, again, this is when you get your extra runes. So as you can see, it says that I've deposited 170 fruit. I've gained 10 graveyard points, and I've been awarded these runes. And that is all there is to the graveyard teleport room. It sucks, but once you find a groove, it's really not that bad. It's a lot of spam clicking and then just using your spells. The next room on this list is the Enchanter's Room, and the Enchanter's Room is great because it makes you seem like you're getting progress pretty quick, and the points are pretty easy to come by. The max points you can have is 32,000 points. The items needed is Cosmic Runes and whatever enchanting spell you want to use. I don't recommend Zanite because that is a ridiculous amount of like blood runes and things like that, so don't recommend that, but use the highest spell that you can enchantment wise besides the Zanite one. And here is a list of all those. So as you can see, I'm going to be using level 6 enchantment, and with level 6 enchantment, the base points per cast is 6, and when it's a bonus, it is actually 8, so that is insane. There's also dragon stones, which could be 12 points when you're casting level 6, but I don't recommend running around and picking those up. Jagex made a really nice update where there's a bonus for certain enchants on colors, and it used to be every single corner had a certain color, so the bonus didn't matter, but now the bonus actually matters. So we can actually account for the bonuses a little bit. But again, for me, I'm going to be using a lava staff as well as my cosmic runes, and that is good enough for me to enchant level 6. Again, use this list and whatever enchantment level you are, use a certain battle staff it is to save runes, or just bring the other runes that you need. But again, here's the graph of the total points that you're going to be getting per cast in the enchantment room. Now the enchantment teleporter is on the left side here, so we're going to go ahead and run through the enchantment portal. And again, like I said, go ahead and pick a corner. So we're just going to run to this one. Whenever dragonstones fall, I don't recommend picking them up because they're kind of a waste. As you can see at the bottom right, it says the bonus that is there. So basically what you're going to do is just pick up. Oh, and of course it changed. So whenever it changes, just run over here, spam click a little bit, and just go ahead and cast your enchantment on whatever the bonus is. And then just keep spam clicking for the bonus. That's literally all there is to this room. And then again, if you have extras, you can go ahead and keep them if you'd like. It is now green, so we're going to run over here, grab some green. They didn't add the take right, which is tragic. And you do have a chance to get Dragonstone. So whenever you get a Dragonstone, make sure you enchant that because they give you a bunch of points. Maybe they don't drop from the center anymore, but they used to. So you're just going to go ahead and keep on enchanting. And as you can see in the top right, we are getting a stupid amount of points. It's phenomenal. And they are back to yellow, which luckily we already have some in our inventory. And that's all you're going to do. You're basically going to follow around the bonus. It's going to be one of these 4 colors. Just go ahead, pick up the bonus, pick up, 7 to 10 of the items, and then go ahead and enchant them. Whenever you are done and your inventory is full, you're going to run over here to the middle and go to deposit, and you're actually going to get a bunch of magic XP. Whenever you leave the room, you're also going to be getting extra runes. And that is all there is to the enchanting room. It's nice, it's easy, it's pretty click intensive, but you get a lot of points, so it feels good, right? And I'm going to show you again, we're going to go ahead and leave. And when we leave, it does tell us that we deposited 20 orbs, we got 164 points, and we got 3 blood runes. So overall, not too bad. There is a 1 in 32 chance that you're going to also get a Dragonstone, so maybe they took out the Dragonstones just randomly appearing in the room because they didn't used to be worth it, and just give you a 1 in 32 chance. Either way, that's the enchantment room. Nice and easy. And up next, we have the Telekinetic room. You are able to get 8,000 max points for this room. The runes you need are for Telekinetic Grab, which is an air rune and a law rune, so I recommend an air staff and bring your law runes, and that is all you need. Basically, this room is just dragging a guardian through mazes, and every maze you get 2 points. Every 5 mazes, your run energy will be restored. You'll get 1,000 magic XP, and you get 8 extra points, which is absolutely great. So try to do these in waves of 5 at least, at least do 5 and then leave. If you're at 2 or 3, try to stick it out. Every single time you complete a maze, you also get 250 magic XP. And we are all set, ready to go. I do recommend that you do have your filters on so the telekinetic grab is very large. The telekinetic portal is at the south side of the room, so we're going to go ahead and run through that. And if you are on RuneLite, again, it's going to tell you exactly where you need to go. Otherwise, I'd recommend if you're on mobile, looking this up on the wiki, or if you're bored, try to figure it out on your own. But basically, it's going to point you in the right direction where you need to stand and cast Telekinetic Grab on the Guardian. The one thing I do want to call out is it does not matter where you are on this side. Anytime you cast it on the side, it's going to move it towards you. It doesn't matter where you're at. So see, I don't have to be exactly where this arrow is pointing, but being at the corners is the best. You can't actually cast from the corners because it doesn't know what to do, but you do want to be a square next to a corner, because then if it's this corner, you can easily get there, cast it again, then run back to this corner or wherever you need to be, which is why the arrow's there. So again, if you're on RuneLite, literally all you need to do is just run back and forth and do this, and you can move early. And again, it has me go to this corner, then I know it's going to have me go to that corner. Oh, actually, it's having me go to this corner. The other thing that Jagex actually did is they made it very quick. Look at how fast it moves. That's so fast. If you did this before, you would know how much of a snail this really was. So it's really cool. So basically, the objective is you're going to use your telekinetic grab. You're going to run to the next spot, catch your telekinetic grab again, run to the next spot, cast it again, and then you're just going to keep doing that. And the objective is to get it to this little dark spot where you finally finish. But again, this is crazy how much faster they made this. That is it. At the bottom right, it's going to tell you how many that you have solved. At the top right, it's going to tell you your points. And once you are done and it gets to that spot, it'll tell you in the chat box that you made it to that spot, and you can go ahead and click on the Guardian again, and it'll take you to the next maze. And that's all there is to this room. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Again, they made it way better. Make sure you do them in runs of 5 if you can at least, and whenever you're done you can just go ahead and leave. Again, if you're on mobile, I would recommend just taking a look at the wiki or trying to do a picture-in-picture or pull it up on a screen. I don't know. Honestly, in Mage Train Arena, you should just do whenever you're on RuneLite to make everything 1,000 times easier and you're good to go. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like for the algorithm. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. I love hearing from you guys. And I am doing this late and I spent a decent amount of time on this. So again, if you enjoyed it, make sure you sub to the channel. Also, I'm partnered with Rogue Energy. So if you're interested in gamer supplements, make sure you check them out with the link in the description, or use code Rolland at checkout to get 20% off your order and to let them know that I sent you. Again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Mage Train Arena sucks, but it is really worth it in the end to get your Master Wand so you can get your Kodai later, and it's pretty decent for the mid game to get that magic gear as well. So anyway guys, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Turn up the summer vibes. Get off your phone one time, would you come outside? Cause we all here chilling. Yeah, it's the same old same. No, we don't play no games. Oh, they wanna talk. Why they gotta hate on me? Damn. But I ain't not tripping. I'm fly as a pigeon. This girl's been eyeing the